high-altitude game for us today. Welcome to Empower Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go.
A 3rd down run with Blue. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, my son. Hey, Captain. Bombers.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Pulled in at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Maybe lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 43. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. Yeah, he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Dak off the play fake. He rolls to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw once more. He brings it in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. George Pickens the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. There's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Almost set!
Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these 1st quarter looks have his name all over them.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Almost set! Ready!
Out of the gun, it's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos reach pay dirt for the 1st time this game.
The play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Blue. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 38. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Blue gets the handoff. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 44 here on second down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mix off the play action. Dumps this one off to Harvey. And they get this down to the 28.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Brandon Ingram makes the ground. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. The drive picks up here, first and 10.
Broncos.
Now a toss. This is Harvey. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Vacates quickly left side. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
Set. Ready.
Dobbins has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. First down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Give on second here to Blue. Hits a seam at the 40. Jaden Blue. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Again, it's Blue. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be second and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Blue takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and goal, Prescott. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Returning it from the 4. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's the fake. Here's Nix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Nix from the gun. Will finds his back. Harvey. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Captain.
First and 10.
On first down, it's Nix. Able to find Wicks here. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Once more, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Drill. Hold on, set. Ready. Away. Bombers. Captain.
Nix with it on first. Escapes the pocket. beat the defender there. And it's going to be second down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Hold on, son. Ready. 180. Wait, hunt. To the right, yep. Chill. Olay.
Throwing here, Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10.
Go. Hold on, son. Bombers. Ready. Captain.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's second down coming up.
Hold on, son.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Hold on, son.
Here's Nix. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Hold on, son. Motion. Ready. Chill.
Third and goal. Here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that forces them to fourth and goal. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. They pick the hands off, now Prescott. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
First and 10, Prescott. Completed here to Tolbert. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Not enough to stop that play with Jahdae Barron. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 6 coming up here. Prescott here from the gun. He's going deep. And he's got it in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys will add CeeDee Lamb with the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Broncos 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Almost set. Away. Ready.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Almost set. Bombers. Ready.
From the 28. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
Broncos. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Captain. Olay.
Looking to throw. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This one from 42 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Power squib kick is taken in. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Escapes a defender. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Knicks off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking wistful back now. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Play action with Knicks. Buying some time left. Puts this one off to Harvey. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something, but if go get that first down, they couldn't do it right there.
And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
He'll throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they did.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
From the gun is Prescott. That's him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
Up the middle, Blue. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards. First down, Dallas.
They'll run this with Blue. Again, he hits the second level. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone. Down to 20. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They have themselves another first and 10. Play action, Prescott. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
Please take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Who gets it? And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up second down.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
47. Here we go, 46.
Dak now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 13-point lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Broncos 20. Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Oh, my son! Ready! Bombers.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
56-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this first and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling out to his left. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. It's second and goal.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Ready! Captain. Go. Away. Throw.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Almost. Olay. Ready!
Third and goal, here's Nix. Quick slant complete. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Now Blue. They'll cobble together a yard there. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah! Here we go! All right, then.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 37. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here we go.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. Chased out to his right. Checking this one down. It's Blue. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. But defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line, man. Were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains. During the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Bombers.
Nix from the gun. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. There he goes, right sideline. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff, going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard
line. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Chill. Hold on, son.
Back to the air. Nix after the pick. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Captain.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
2nd and 4. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, in-off pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 34.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Devontae Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26 6-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Going with blue here. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. This is caught by Blue. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
47. Here we go.
He'll throw it. Escapes out to the left. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Aubrey puts it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Fielded at the 7. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos down by 10. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Olay, olay, olay. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
To throw, here's Nix. Drops it down, Harvey. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
2nd and 3. Try and push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff running left. It's Blue. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Third down run with Blue. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They've got a man in motion. Prescott now on third down. Getting out to his left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. And that's why the QB had to get rid of it. That kid, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. The 40. Into the red zone. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Now it's Blue. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good at stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
I met him up by the shell. He took me to the bank cause he sent me too much for Zelle. Keeping secrets, he know that I never tell. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh, it's coming in through the mail. I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plane, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, jet set, way quicker. Made, if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it, all deep on my two first, no dribble. Always talking pillar, thing like scissor. Like youngest, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizzock never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Hey, out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama bad as but they diamonds on me fight, neck and wrist, I can Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizzock, wouldn't wanna be ya.
I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plane, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, jet set, way quicker. Made, if I'ma go to date with ya.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now I'm coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. Nobody, and all it's taking all this time. You're mine.
Tell me you love me, but no one above me, even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve really. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing and say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just off of writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now I'm coming back